First of all, welcome to JIB CIB English Medium. So, subscribe to this channel if you are planning to give upcoming JIB attempt, that is May 2025. And do like this session because this session will give you the brief that what is all about JIB May 2025. So, as you know, we have lots and lots of time. Around 6 months we have in our hand. But mind it that JIB is not very easy. Though everyone says that you can clear in 3 or 4 days, but remember, with the proper consistency only, with the proper hard work, with proper dedication only, you can clear in your first attempt. So this is our whole officers Adda team. As you can see, Aman ma'am, Vishal sir, me, Niharika ma'am, and Soumya ma'am is here. And if we talk about JIB, so basically under JIB we have 4 subjects. Okay, and all these team members are going to help you to clear in your first attempt with their expertise, knowledge. So let's see the first mentor, that is Vishal sir. Yes, Vishal sir.
Hi, yeah. So I myself have done my engineering as such, and I've worked in banking for almost 13 years at various levels, starting from the retail banking to the corporate banking to the trade finance to the treasury. So all the fields I've covered actually. Worked in all the foreign banks as well as the Indian private banks. So important part over here is what I'll be covering is RBWM. In RBWM, you have numericals as well as theory. Both the points are there. Numericals are almost 30 marks. Theory is almost 70 marks. So we'll be covering all the numericals, case studies, plus the one-liners. For the theory as such, the same thing. Case studies and one-liners. So follow the classes completely. Follow the ebooks and the test series given. The handouts which are shared in the classes need to be followed by each of you. And follow in a disciplined manner. That's enough. Just give 1 hour or half an hour of studies for your complete syllabus. Because right now you are at the very beginning. If this would have been at the end, then we would have told you that study for 3 hours, 4 hours. But now half an hour, 1 hour is also enough. But we do it in a disciplined manner. Importantly, remember, JAIB, as Aarti ma'am told you, it's not the same as it was earlier. People used to say JAIB can be cleared 2 days, 3 days. Just following the marathons, it can be cleared. Not possible now. Okay? You have to do proper studies because all the 4 subjects are equally difficult as CIB. And one thing about RBWM is this subject will be the scoring subject for you because AFM is tougher one, IIF is tough, PPB is tougher. If you score lesser marks in that, means above 45 and between 50, then in RBWM we can score up to 80, 85 and make up for the same. Excuse me. So, follow the instructions given in the class and follow the ebooks and the test series. Yeah, ma'am.
Now, let's meet the next mentor, Niharika ma'am. So, Niharika ma'am basically will teach you AFM along with me. So, here we are going to divide the AFM portion. Okay. Then, after this, we have Amanjot ma'am. Yes, Aman ma'am.
So, hello everyone. First of all, if I talk about JIB May 2025 paper, we have a lot of time. We have 6 months period now. If we start now, one thing is very important, as Vishal sir have said, that discipline, consistency and discipline is very much important because this is the thing which will help you in the next 6 months to stay motivated and to stay connected with your studies, with your subjects, with your paper. So what we have to do, simply we have to follow a strategy. That is very much important. If you see this year's, or we can say October-November analysis, or if you see the marathon, a lot of bankers have written in the comments that I have cleared by seeing this video only. In the 6 hours video, I have cleared the paper. I have cleared the paper by watching only 2 Maha marathons. So what you have to do make sure you read these comments, and if you check these comments and someone tell you that I only watched 6 hours marathon or I clear the paper, do get motivated from that yes, if he or she can do in 6 hours, I can do it in the next 6 months. But do not follow their strategy, because every person have a different background of studies, like you have done a different educational qualification, and maybe these are the people who have just have cleared their PO or clerk paper or SO paper, so they were capable of connecting with the subjects very easily and able to clear in the 6 hours. But might be you need more than that, might be you need 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months time period. Or also it depends on the how much time you can give. Maybe they are capable of giving 5 hours in a day and you are only capable of giving 2 hours in a day. So make your own strategy, have your own strategy to clear this paper. Do first know yourself, do your self evaluation first, like do know your what your capabilities, like how much you are known to your subjects, how much time you can give to the subject, what is your link with the studies. So that is very much important. First thing, be consistent in the preparation and do your self evaluation, then start your preparation. The another thing in this particular batch or in the May 2025 preparation we are doing, as we have 6 months time period. So you will go with the basics to advanced level. Like from foundation to advanced, what level of question IIBF is asking, you are have a sufficient time to reach there. So start early. And if I talk about IIFS subject, as you know, there are 4 modules A, B, C, D. Module A and B covers your Indian economy part. Module C and D covers your Indian financial system part. If I talk about module A, it covers your Indian economic architecture, which tells us the overall evolution of your economics, like how Indian economy evolved in pre-independence, then post liberalization, then now the post COVID-19 situation, how the economy is evolving, and how the different sectors of economy helped it to evolve. What was the role of your primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector? All of these we have to study in the first unit, first module of yours. Second module, if I talk about, it talks about the concepts, economics concepts related to banking, and in which we have to cover all those terminologies of core economics that actually impacts on our banking system, on cost of living of people, on the incomes, investments, incomes, and savings of a people. Because when you talk about inflation, when you talk about fiscal policy, monetary policy, they definitely impact individual person. The government's budget impacts your share market. The government budget impacts individual savings and investment habits. Your monetary policy impacts the cost of living, the inflation. So in the module B, we have to cover all those topics, all those content which we are actually linked, which are actually linked with our day-to-day life. So module A and B is our Indian economy part, and we have to study these 2 modules by linking with the chapter. You cannot do that. You will cover one chapter and leave the another one, because each chapters are linked to each other and they need a combination of a study. Then only you will be able to understand how economics works, how the system works. Second, if we talk about Indian financial system, module C covers your evolution of Indian financial system, in which we have to study Indian financial architecture. So how the financial system of Indian economy evolved. We know from the 1770 First Bank of India was introduced. That was a start of formal financial system of our country. But what before 1770? There was no existence of financial system? No, it was not there. Earlier, we used to have an informal system, and then we have evolved to the formal system. How the different types of banks help to evolve, how different types of regulators like PFRDA, RBI, SEBI, or the different type of market, share market, insurance market, mutual fund market, pension market, how they help to evolve, that's what we have to study in the module C. And the module D talks about your financial product and services. That's the most important module of your subject, the biggest module of your subject. And it tells you about all kinds of product, all kinds of services which we use for our savings purpose, for our investment purpose, whether you are going in a bank, share market, commodity market, your mutual fund industry, whatever market or whatever way of investments we use, everything is there in the module D. And after reading the module D, you will find out that, okay, these are the ways by which we can invest our money, we can grow our capital. So that's what we have to cover in the module D. So the only thing we have to focus here is first conceptual study. Do make sure you cover each and every module with the linkage. Like you have to study first A, then you can go for the B. Similarly, first C have to be studied, then D. So there is a combination of A and B and C and D. Accordingly, we have to cover, because the link between the chapters is very important that we have to make. So go with the conceptual study. A comprehensive conceptual study is required, which gives you the depth knowledge of each and every subject. Then revise it regularly, because the subject is huge and there is a time period of 6 months. If you start in the November month, and your paper in May month, you have to do 2 or 3 times revision so that you do not break up your link with the concepts and the clarity of the subject. Third thing is practice. Practice is more important now because the way of questions they are asking, the way of their language of the questions they are giving in the paper, which is very much tricky and needs to be learned, like how to apply the knowledge you have gained in the last 3 months or 6 months in the question. That will be only capable of practicing the question. So these are the three things which we have to follow: conceptual study, revision, and practice, and have to be consistent with our studies. That's what we have to do for the IELTS. If I talk about PPB, principles and practices of banking, this is the biggest subject of your JIB. It covers 4 modules. Again, A, B, C, D, 4 modules are there. 55 units are there. If I talk about PPB, every line you will study in your book, you feel like the question can be asked from here, because the whole book have been created, like all the norms, regulations are there. In every point, certain important regulation is there, whether it is related to minors, whether it is related to Pardanasheen women, whether it is related to types of loans, or the criteria of having a KYC document. So every line feels like question can be asked from here. Whether it's a point 0.5 mark question, but it can be asked. So we feels like we have to cover every line. We have to memorize every line, but that's not important. We have to find out like what is important in the subject, because we have to do smart work. With the conceptual study, smart work is required, and for that we have to know what have been asked in the PPB. What is the way of IIBF of asking questions in the PPB subjects? That will be help out. That will be helping out in clearing this particular subject, and that you will get in the particular batches, because obviously when you link with the mentor, they know what is happening in the PPB from the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So that gives you the kind of experience like what we have to cover in the subject. So this is what we are going to do in our batch also. Over to Aarti ma'am.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So now let's meet the next mentor. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Sia Arti Pathak. So in this, I and Niharika ma'am will be taking your AFM. Okay, so if we talk about AFM, so we have basically 4 modules: A, B, C, D. Okay, so if we talk about A and B, that talks about totally related to accounts. What is balance sheet? How to prepare this balance sheet? What are the different transactions? How to identify that? What are the linking between your cash book with the passbook? This type of theory we need to read. Along with that, we need to do the numericals. So this is your first and second module. Now, if we talk about the C module, that talks about the financial planning thing. What are the different sources of funds we have? How we are going to calculate the project if someone comes for loan taking in your bank? So how you are going to evaluate that? This type of things, along with tricks, how you can solve in a very limited time, because you know that JIB exams are for only 2 hours, and we need to complete around 100 questions in that. So we require lots and lots of practice. And module C is all about your numerical, in which there are different type of formulas are there. So for retaining them, you require multiple practice. So we help you with your multiple practice. We help you with short tricks that you can use in your exam, and you can save time. Along with that, you can increase your marks. And now if we talk about module D, that is about tax, basically both the taxes, income tax, GST. And if we see the last part of your module D, that is totally about cost. Like how you prepare or manufacture any goods, how you do the calculations. So there are different areas of calculations for cost by different industries. So this is your all AFM. So in this, I and Niharika ma'am will be taking your full AFM, in which we are going to start from very basic concepts. So as you can see, Niharika ma'am is also with us. Yes, Niharika ma'am.
Hello everyone. As ma'am told you about the entire examination, we'll be taking up the area of 4 modules. If we talk about AFM in detail, AFM is divided into 35 units. 35 units and up to 600 something pages, or almost 625 pages are there. When we talk about the entire syllabus, it seems as if they have made it very beautifully. As ma'am told you, the first part is your financial accounting part, second part is your financial management part, third part is your cost accounting part, and the fourth part is your taxation part. This is how they have divided the entire syllabus. So when we talk about the module A and module B, that's financial accounting part, starting from how the books are recorded. Matlab, how do we record a transaction? What happens with the transaction? Whether we make a profit or we face a loss, all that particular part is noted. Then you evolve. First of all, you're working alone. Then you make a then you make a partnership or you make a company. And last is where you understand your banking companies. When you prepare the financial statements or the report card of the organization, everyone, then you do the analysis. That is where you study what happens in the particular organization. So we have cash flow and fund flow on this basis. Then we do the financial management part. What happens if you're given money and how do you manage it? That's the part where we talk about interest and annuities, compounding, discounting, capital budgeting, cost of capital and capital structure. What does these things tell you? If I take a loan or if I use my own money, what's the difference between the two? Which costing is more and which costing is less? In terms of the costing of raising funds, everyone, not the exact cost of your production. That production part is your module D. So overall, if I talk about the entire syllabus, module C is one of the areas which consist of maximum number of chapters and thus maximum number of marks. I think more or less this particular year when we talk about this attempt, now the examination was from easy to difficult level. I don't say it was actually not difficult, easy to moderate level. There weren't any questions which we heard that they were very difficult. Last attempt, what I heard was the paper was easy, but the language was difficult. English medium was able to do better than the bilingual at that point of time because people were able to understand the question. But when I talk about the area of examination pattern, I believe the last time the examination was more difficult as compared to this time. So when you're preparing for this examination, please make sure you're not being casual. As I told you the entire syllabus there, do you really think without having a calculator as your buddy and without having the particular knowledge of the syllabus you can survive the particular time? I believe it becomes very difficult to survive when you are not looking at the syllabus from that point of view. So make sure that when you're starting your preparation, you are starting from scratch. A notebook and a pen is always a best friend when you start with AFM, right? Accounting and financial management for bankers. This a few little important things that should be taken care by you when you're preparing for this examination, everyone. Over to you, ma'am.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to Officers Adda 24/7. My name is Soumya Prakash, and I worked in SBI for more than 13 years. I joined as a probationary officer, and after working for more than 13 years, I am teaching now. So, I'll be covering Indian economy and Indian financial system and principle and practices of banking with Aman ma'am. We'll be sharing modules, and whatever is inside the modules that has already been covered by Aman ma'am. So I'm not going into the detail. What feedback I would like to give you is that definitely whatever all the mentors have said, that it is not an easy paper and you need time to prepare. And during this time, because you will have one quarter ending in December and you'll also have annual ending. So you will have a lot of pressure during March. Every banker face that during March we don't get time to study. So considering that, you should start your studies as early as possible. Second thing is that Indian economics, because most of us don't have any background of economics, so it is little difficult to understand Indian economics and financial terms. And if you don't have any background of accounts, then you will find doing accounts also difficult. If you uh, take principles and practices of banking, it is not very difficult because we are dealing with a lot of things in the bank, but there are a lot of regulations regarding what we do. So understanding that, and if you link to what we do and understanding it theory wise, that what we have been told, what is in practices and what is the principles for it, it will help you in your career as well. So I always say that you should not just be thinking of clearing the JIB paper. This is a professional course where the IIBF wants you to learn about banking. And that is why it is very important that you do this course very thoroughly, you study it, that because you will be working for 30, 40 years in this industry. And this industry is highly regulated industry. You can't make any mistake there. So understanding everything concept wise will be very important to you. And so you should start your preparation as early as possible. Do it slowly, do it consistently and be disciplined for it.
Yes.
So,
So now let's discuss what are the courses that we are launching this session. So this is our first course. This is our JIB CIB Mahapack 2025 batch. So in this you are going to get the live online classes, not from very as per JIB level, but from scratch we are going to start. So this is about online live classes. Along with that, you get the recorded classes also. Then test series you get. Then ebooks we provide you and recorded videos. So that might be sometime you feel that you're not able to watch this session or you want to do the revision. So we will provide you the marathons also. So this is all about your JIB, and not only about JIB, but if you are enrolling for JIB now, for sure you are going for CIB also. So we give you this particular batch because in this batch, JIB along with CIB, both the preparations you are going to do at one-time investment only. Yes, Vishal, sir. You want to
Yeah,
add something? Yes.
yeah, definitely. Sure, this Mahapack is like the double dhamaka. Okay, two in one offer. So you buy this for JIB and you'll get it for CIB also. And as I told you, importantly remember the live classes over here and the recorded sessions. Many times, as Soumya ma'am also told you, March ending will be there now in this next quarter. So this almost 10 days are gone in this March ending. So you can use these recorded sessions over there. And importantly remember, in this Mahapack, there are 15 plus batches per subject. Now 15 plus means what? Even if you do the revision for, let's say you attend 8 to 10 batches, not 15, all are not possible many a times. You attend 8 to 10, then also 10 times revision is a huge thing. You can definitely clear the paper using these revisions and the ebooks and the test series. See the test series given over there, test series and ebooks. Take this test series and use it like the question bank. Give the paper, solve the papers. Even if you fail, no problem. Solve it like this question bank. Use it like that, and that's the best thing about this Mahapack. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. So this is all about JIB, CIB, Mahapack. Now let's talk about if you're planning for just JIB now. So this is again one of the very important batches. This is one of the very important part, Mahapack 2.0. So in this you're going to get only about JIB classes. All the four subjects, live classes, test series for multiple revisions, along with that ebooks for continuous self-study revision also. Then videos. In that we provide you marathons, recorded videos and live mini marathon classes also. So this is about your GIB Mahapath 2.0. And these are the batches, like if you want to start only about the conceptual knowledge, then you can enroll in this particular batches. This batch is your bilingual increment batch for May 2025 and this is for your English medium May 2025 increment batch. In this, you are going to get only the conceptual class. Remember this. So, what is the difference between this and the previous Mahapack? Only the difference is in this, you are not going to get, apart from conceptual classes like mini marathon, marathons, or any special crash batches. This will never be included in this. Only the conceptual batches you are going to see. What are the benefits like online live classes, test series, ebooks? Only this benefit you are going to get. But as I told you, the benefits in this live classes, textbook, ebooks, marathons, mini marathons, crash course, revision batches means one-time investment to clear your JIB. And let's see, is there any special code? Yes, today we are using the special code increment 80. And if you avail this increment 80, you are going to get the offer of maximum discount. But remember, if you download this Adda 24/7 app, and through that, if you purchase this particular batch, Mahapack or Increment Batch, you are going to get 1% additional off. So download Adda 24/7 app because daily we provide you MCQs also. We give you targets and you need to attain that so that you can see the multiple revisions throughout your office time also. Chale. Yes.
Yeah, I would like to add on this point. As ma'am told you that you can join the Mahapack as well as the batches. Importantly, what happens? Many a times, many students complain they have joined the batches but they don't have the Mahapack. So kindly note, even if you join the batch now, you can upgrade to the Mahapack later, so that you can, as ma'am told you, marathons are available in the Mahapack. So marathons will also be available to you. plus many other benefits. So join the batches first. Start the batch because today is the launch for that batch for the batch. Join the batch first. Use this 81% discount which is going on right now. Okay. Increment. Never forget the spelling INCRE. Many a times we use EA. Okay. Use E only. Increment 80 and use this code and join it ASAP.
So this Diwali, do a favor to yourself, invest in yourself. This is an investment in yourself, in your career, because you're not only learning, you'll also get the benefit of increasing the salary. So this is an opportunity to invest in yourself on this Diwali. So wishing you all a very happy Diwali as well.
Yeah. Chalo, happy Diwali to you all.
Happy
Thank
Diwali,
you, everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye
Thank you
bye.
so much.
Recording stopped.